You know the exact feeling. An employee walks up, hands you a messy, complex problem, and waits. Your stress spikes, and your brain instantly starts scrambling for a way to close the loop. But when you give in to that urge to fix it for them, you create a vicious cycle. They learn to stop thinking, and you guarantee that every future problem lands squarely on your shoulders. Breaking that cycle requires a shift in how you operate. You have to trade the immediate relief of being a fixer for the slower work of being a coach. That means developing a tolerance for a little unfinishedness. We are going to build a physical tool to help you do exactly that. By the end of this video, you will have a step-by-step coaching script written on a sticky note, ready to use in your next one-on-one. Right now, grab a pen and a sticky note. As you get set up, picture the specific person on your team who relies on you just a bit too much. We are going to map out the 3-question rule. It is a structured technique to turn your moment of panic into a system that forces your team to think for themselves. In the opening seconds of a meeting, when a problem is first presented, your biological fix-it reflex kicks in. Your brain wants to resolve the tension immediately. Watch this layout on the sticky note. We need to block that reflex right at the top edge. In large capital letters, write the words "no advice." This header operates as a strict behavioral constraint. It forces you to acknowledge your own discomfort with silence, trapping the urge so you do not accidentally speak up to relieve the tension. Below that red header, we add our first move. Write down 1. What's happening from your perspective? This stops the data dump. Instead of letting them hand the panic over to you, you are requiring them to step back, organize their thoughts, and contextualize the issue. The most common mistake here is rushing to fill the gap. After you ask this, you must silently count to 3 in your head to give them time to process. By combining that specific question with strict silence, the cognitive load moves away from your brain and lands right back where it belongs, with them. Once they finish answering that first prompt, be prepared. The initial problem they describe is almost never the actual root of the issue. This tracker shows our progression through the rule. For step 2, write 2. What do you think is most important here? A critical warning here: avoid fake questions. Asking, "Have you thought about trying X?" is simply your advice disguised as an inquiry. Now look at the final piece of the sequence. Write down 3. What have you already considered? This acts as an audit. It forces them to lay out their previous efforts, ensuring you do not waste 10 minutes suggesting solutions they have already tried and discarded. These 3 questions work together as an intellectual filter. They strip away the emotional static and show you the exact boundary of what your employee is currently capable of solving on their own. After that third answer, you will hit a critical threshold. Your urge to jump in, take the wheel, and prescribe the final solution will peak. This is where you practice productive silence. The discipline is simple. Ask exactly one more question than feels naturally comfortable. Here is what your finished note should look like. At the very bottom, write the final pivot. What options are you seeing? Say those words and then physically lean back in your chair. Let the silence hang in the air while they think. Check your work. You should have your warning header at the top, the sequence of 3 diagnostic questions in the middle, and your final pivot at the bottom. Consider this sticky note a physical barrier. It stands directly between your team's autonomy and your own instinct to micromanage. Take that sticky note and place it right next to your keyboard, or attach it to your notebook. Use it in the very next conversation you have today. By sticking to this script and enduring a few moments of awkward quiet, you stop being the bottleneck. You train your team to solve their own problems, and you finally start coaching.